All right, Chicago Bull fans, this is unbelievable. The NBA suspends Milwaukee's piece of ugly trash, Grayson Allen, who has no business being in the NBA. He is complete garbage. Did he sell his soul to Satan to get into the NBA? I'm thinking he did. He has no talent whatsoever. And on top of that, he is the ugliest dude, one of the ugliest players in the league. No business being in the league. He gets suspended for one game for what he did. Now, get to this part. It's unlikely there would have been a suspension without Caruso's fractured wrist. But the NBA took it into consideration, the injury, and they clearly did. The one game suspension cost Allen $28,000. So, all right. My first thoughts are what if it wasn't Alex Caruso? What if this happened to a LeBron James, a Kevin Durant, a James Harden, even to a DeMar DeRozan? What would have been the suspension then? Another thought I had. I've noticed something. In the NBA, whenever something happens to a white-skinned player, there's really never a punishment to the situation. I've noticed that. If you remember the story, maybe a couple seasons ago, where what's his face, called what's his face a bitch ass white boy, and really nothing came from that. So I've noticed a trend in the NBA where no matter who does something to you, as long as you have white skin and it's being done to you, there's really no need for a punishment. Now, obviously, if it was reversed, if Grayson Allen did this to a star player, such like I said, LeBron James, and LeBron James fractures his wrist, maybe, he's kicked out for the rest of the year. Maybe he misses the same amount of time as he's out. Who knows? But those are just my thoughts based on what I see from the NBA. So, because it's only a one game suspension, Chicago Bulls, what they need to do is they need to get someone put on the team who will have one purpose. And that one purpose is to injure Grayson Allen. And no matter what happens, you can fall back on Grayson Allen got one game suspension. Our player gets one game suspension. Don't tell me he's injured. Don't tell me he's going to miss the rest of the year. Don't tell me he's never going to play again. No, don't tell me that, because according to your logic, that earned a one game suspension. So Chicago Bulls, they have to react. And a matter of fact, Chicago Bulls, contact me. Put me on the team. Please put me on the team. I will be more than happy to go out there, and I can promise you, Grayson Allen would never play in the league again. I promise you, I would end his basketball career with one move, period. That is a guarantee from me to you. Chicago Bulls, call me up. Let's work it out. I'll do it. I'll be the hero that the Bulls need. Send a message that this won't be tolerated. So, before I go, big picture. If you're Grayson Allen, you're sitting there with your crack pipe. You're sitting there with your Little Caesar pizza. You're sitting there with your crackhead trailer park prostitutes. And you're sitting there and you're laughing because you got one game. That's it. That's all you got. Fractured a player's wrist who's going to be gone for a lot longer. And all you get is one game. What in the hell is the NBA thinking? That's why my first point, I really believe it's valid. I believe because Alex Caruso has white skin, the NBA doesn't care. It's no big deal. A white skinned player gets injured from a hard foul, misses maybe 2 months. Who cares? That's why I say that's what I think is happening. Because this makes no sense. This is absolutely senseless. This human filth, trash, will learn nothing from this. If anything, it's going to embolden him to do it more. But I'll tell you this much: Grayson Allen's not going to do that to a star player, or probably even a player with non-white skin. I bet he won't do that. So, if anything, I'll tell you what: Chicago Bulls, get a lawyer, get a lawyer, and I want you to we can make a case that Grayson Allen was doing a hate crime, a white skinned player committing a hate crime on another white skinned player. We could make the case, and I think we could prove it by having Grayson Allen testify, and also interviewing the people that have known him throughout his life. I believe the case could be made and could be proven that Grayson Allen committed a hate crime against Alex Caruso. Now, maybe I'm being too outrageous, but in the world we live in, is it really outrageous? I'll tell you what is outrageous. This piece of filth trash getting 1 game suspension while Alex Caruso has his wrist broke, a fractured wrist, and he can't help the team, can't help himself. This is unbelievable. So, Bulls and Bucks will play again. And if the Chicago Bulls have any manhood, if there is any manhood at all on the Chicago Bulls team, don't hard foul Grayson Allen. You hurt him. How do you hurt him? Take out a knee. It's very simple. Take out a knee. End him. End him, get him out of the league. And that's what you got to do. If he wants to play like that, you got to play like that. But anyway, those are my thoughts. I'm sure, some people may think some of my thoughts may be outrageous. That's okay. Some people may agree with me. That's okay. You may disagree with me. That's okay. But if you stand with Grayson Allen, if you stand with a 1 game suspension, then me and you can get it on. Me and you can get it on right now too. You'll be in Grayson Allen's camp. That's one thing I won't take. So those are my thoughts. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I already know what you think. I already know. But let me know anyway. All right. Till the next time.